Hello, my beautiful people. So, in this video today, we are going to see about the different traits that were given by Eysenck. And before starting our topic, I want you to have a short test to analyze yourself, rate yourself from A to D. So, are you a calm person? The traits are like you're emotionally balanced, good listener, low ego, or patient, or are you a crazy person? Like you have different traits, unpredictable mood, chaotic lifestyles, lack of boundaries, risk taking. Again, rate yourself and analyze. Or are you a charismatic person? Confident presence, magnetic body language, emotionally intelligent, or an inspiring vibe. I hope by now you have analyzed yourself that you are a calm, crazy, or a charismatic person. Write your type in comment box. So here the journey from calm, crazy to charismatic lead us to our today's topic, that is whether you are calm thinker or an impulsive adventurer. Isaac believed that there is a biological reason behind it, and today we are diving into this theory. And this is the theory that was given by Isaac, who was a German born British psychologist. He has given three dimensions: psychoticism, extroversion, and neuroticism. The first dimension that he talked about was extraversion versus introversion. Extroversions, they get their energy from being around people, they seek excitement and new experiences, they are talkative, outgoing, active, and they are having low brain arousal, so they need more stimulation and the other side, introversions, they get energy from being alone, prefers calm and quiet setting, they are reflective, reserved, and having high brain arousal, so they avoid too much stimulation. And the difference in their career preferences are like the extroversions, they are like sale representatives, they can be event manager, teacher, PROs, actor, performance, businessmen. And the introverted personalities, they can be writer, graphic designer, research scientist, accountant, librarian, etc. Now we'll talk about neuroticism versus emotional stability. The neuroticist people, they are emotionally reactive, easily get upset, worries a lot, stressful situation feels overwhelming, and having low emotional control. And there is lack of decision making, wherein the emotionally stable person, they are calm, balanced under pressure, they handle stress very well, rarely overreact, they are less anxious or moody, and they are having high emotional control. And now we'll talk about the third dimension, that is psychoticism versus sociability. So psychoticism, they are the lone rebel people. They have tendency towards tough mindedness, non-conformity, and detachment from the social norms. They prefer solitude over social gathering. They show low empathy and emotional sensitivity. They are creative, original, sometimes rebellious. They tend to have impulsive and risk-taking behavior. They get aggressive and hostile under major stress. Whereas the other dimension, that is the sociability or low psychoticism, they are empathetic connector. They are warm, friendly, responsible, they are cooperative, more likely to follow rules, they are sensitive to the feelings, highly empathetic, they are peaceful, trusting, socially adjusted, and always enjoy teamwork and having stable relationships. Isaac has also developed a personality questionnaire wherein that effectively assesses the key dimension of personality, helping us understanding different individual differences. If you want to know more about this questionnaire, you can always email me. So to conclude, I can say that to know yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. These are the quotes inspired by Aristotle and Isaac. And through personality, we meet the mirror of our mind. Isaac theory bridges the science of psychology with the art of individuality. So I hope you have liked this topic of mine. You can always give me feedback and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.